Here are the best money glitches ever in GTA Online. If you go on to enjoy the video, please drop a like and subscribe. I hope you enjoy. This first glitch made players a lot of money for doing absolutely nothing. Imagine GTA Online without all the grinding, without even thinking about buying a shark card.
No! God, please, no!
A place where you can have whatever you want and you'll always have enough money to do that. Now imagine a money glitch so easy that just about anyone could do it. A money glitch that you could do in 1 minute and make over $100 million. Or maybe even more. Imagine a money glitch so crazy that it took over GTA Online. Well, this actually happened.
I want to talk to you guys about the crazy money glitch that happened over this past weekend. Now they have like upwards of $100 million.
It's December 2018.
Yeah.
The Arena Wars update for GTA Online had just been released. It was a flop. While the update itself was a bit of a failure, it was one very expensive update, and it still managed to suck most players' bank accounts dry. So going into 2019, players now needed money, and they wanted a quick way to get it.
Give me your fucking money!
The answer? Money glitch. GTA 5 usually has money glitches going around, but most of the time they require a load of expensive stuff in-game to do them, and you might even need a friend online who's willing to help you do it. But who has one of them? No. What people really wanted was a money glitch that was solo, had no expensive requirements, and could make you a shitload of money without you even having to lift a finger. Well, in February 2019, those players got what they wanted.
Involved Lester locating a plane and then basically going AFK, I think in a hangar. And when you went AFK in a hangar, you'd get like $1,000 every 2 seconds.
Introducing the Lester plane glitch. This was a glitch you could do in about a minute, and once you did it, you could now relax and watch your account stack up the cash.
Nice.
It was actually accessible to most people, since all you needed to do the glitch was a regular garage
Here in my garage.
with a car inside it. Two things pretty much everyone has. And you also had to pay Lester $1,000 to locate a plane, which was ironically a useless feature until this glitch came around and actually made use out of it. This feature unlocks at level 45, not a super high level, so again, it was something most people had already. The glitch was really simple. Step 1, go into your garage and get in your car. Step 2, call Lester, and when he answers, quickly go to the bottom of the menu, select locate a plane and drive out of your garage at the same time. If done correctly, by this point, you've already done it. The only thing left to do was go to the airport and sit in a hangar.
Holy Jesus!
Now the game would just give you $1,000 every 2 seconds for just sitting here doing absolutely nothing. $1,000 every 2 seconds would be $300,000 every 10 minutes, which would be 1.8 million every hour, and you could literally do this in your sleep. It wasn't long before word got around about this.
Good news, everyone.
Some people were skeptical and thought it was complete bullshit.
No.
But then they tried it for themselves and holy fuck, it actually works. A lot of the player base wanted to try this glitch. Even some grinders who were 100% against glitching wanted to do it. So a load of people started setting up the glitch before they went to work, before they went to sleep, before they went to school, to sleep. And their controllers looked a bit like this, so they didn't get kicked from the session, which would fuck it all up. And as the glitch got more popular, it started to change GTA Online sessions. GTA Online sessions before this could be a bit of a shit show at times. Everyone just fighting with each other, or trying to do jobs with the constant worry of griefers flying around on their broomsticks.
Fuck you, kid. You're a dick.
But something started to happen when this glitch showed up. In some public sessions, a good chunk of the lobby would flock down to the hangars at the airport. Some people saw this and didn't know what was going on here, and once they found out what the deal was, they wanted a piece of the pie.
Ooh, yeah, baby!
This led to more and more people just standing around in a hangar.
I want to see some movement. I'm not seeing enough movement.
This actually brought some peace to GTA Online lobbies. but some sessions would still be a bit chaotic. And of course anyone could just come over and blow everyone up. But one thing that fucked up that plan was you could do it in passive mode. Or even better, you could do it all by yourself in an invite only session where no one could bother you. After a while, the glitch started spreading like wildfire. A lot of people who hadn't even touched GTA in months came back just to do this glitch. And by this point, you could find a shitload of players just sitting in the hangars in most public lobbies. Consoles were left on for days, many characters were left standing here. Millions of dollars were being made every hour. But then, these people were about to be disappointed.
What is going on here?
The glitch had infected GTA Online sessions for a few days now, but enough was enough. Rockstar saw all the fun everyone was having making millions with this glitch, and they wanted to put a stop to it. They had to put out a patch, and fast. But before they could patch the glitch, they needed to understand how the glitch actually worked. See, how it actually worked was when you drove out of your garage and requested a plane at the same time, the game would just shit its pants and not know what to do. The glitch would put the game on a constant loop of trying to find a plane over and over again, but it can't figure out where the plane is, or if it even spawned. So when you went to the airport, it would trigger some planes to spawn, but it still can't figure out if the plane is there, so it keeps trying. And since the plane is already there, it now can't spawn the plane, so it will just refund your money. And because it's on a constant loop, it will just keep refunding your money over and over again. Armed with this knowledge, Rockstar worked on a patch, and on February 26th, they put it out. They stopped the glitch right in its tracks, and they could now relax. But wait a fucking minute, these bastards are still doing it. It turned out there was quite a lot of people who hadn't quit the game yet, meaning they still didn't have the newest patch, which meant they could still do the glitch. And if you were on the newest patch, you couldn't do the glitch in your own session, but if you found a session that still had people doing it, there was a good chance you could still do it there, which didn't really make much sense at the time, but it worked. But as time went on, the chances of finding a session where you could do it were getting smaller and smaller, and the glitch was fading away. Eventually Rockstar would put out an update that would kick everyone out of their session, so now everyone would be on the latest patch. But that didn't matter, because by this point, some glitchers had figured it out. It turns out the reason why the glitch still worked in lobbies where people were already doing it was because the planes had already spawned, preventing your plane from spawning. What Rockstar did was they made it so once the plane had spawned in successfully, it would break the sequence and it would stop the loop, so it wouldn't keep refunding your $1,000. But there was a simple way around this. You could just block the spawns, preventing the plane from ever spawning. Now the loop would never break, and you could keep getting money. The glitch didn't just work with the planes in this hangar, it actually worked with any plane that has set spawn locations anywhere on the map, and some planes have more spawns than others. For example, this plane has 5 different spawns, but the Titan over here only has 2 spawns. So all you had to do was use a plane that only had a couple of spawns, make sure the spawns were blocked with other vehicles, and the rest of the glitch was the same as before. So with one extra step, the glitch could be done again. But Rockstar was not backing down. So instead of patching the glitch again, all they did was make requesting a plane free. So if you did the glitch, it would be pointless, since you would get fuck all now. And while the glitch was already pointless, Rockstar put out another patch. This one made it so you couldn't drive out of your garage while the menu was open, making the glitch impossible to do. And just like that, it was over. Or was it? Well, there was one more thing Rockstar was about to do that everyone was worried about. So with glitches like this, there's a chance Rockstar will look to take action and wipe the money of the players who cheated on their game. What's that? You made over $120 million from this money glitch? You can fuck off. But guess what? For fuck's sake, there was a way around that as well. Turns out, you could just launder the money. You could spend the money on expensive cars that you could just sell later. It was likely Rockstar would only wipe the money you made from the glitch, but your cars would be okay. And that's exactly what happened. Some people didn't do this and they lost every penny they made from the glitch, but there were a lot of players who got to keep all of the money, since they bought a shitload of Deluxos beforehand. And still to this day, people have money left over from the Leicester plane glitch. Rockstar later put out another patch that, instead of just making the glitch impossible to do, it actually fixed it this time, and now it was officially gone. But even though it was completely patched long ago, some players are still using the money they made from this glitch, and requesting a plane from Leicester is still free to this day. So in a way, the glitch lives on. The next glitch was done by a lot of people, but some of those people regretted it. 1 minute, $2 million. Another minute passes, another $2 million. The cycle just keeps going and going. A money glitch that made hundreds of millions of dollars fast. Well, how did they do it?
A large number of players are participating in a very specific glitch.
So there is this huge money glitch, absolutely broken an insane amount of money.
This glitch has generated people hundreds of millions of dollars on GTA Online.
It's summer 2020.
You must stay at home.
Some things are going on in the world. Not good things, but this meant the Rockstar devs were probably working from home, and they still managed to churn out a summer update for GTA Online. The Los Santos Summer Special. Impressive. But then players got to see the update, and a lot of them were
Hey yo, what the fuck?
not impressed. Given the circumstances at the time, a smaller update was kind of understandable. The main bulk of this update was some new cars, and some new missions that most people would only play once, and then forget about them. But Rockstar still implemented something to drain your bank account. In order to play the new missions, you had to spend a few $1 million on a yacht, one of the most useless things in the game, and by the end of all the missions, you would have only made a total of less than 200k.
Where's the rest of you?
So after splashing all that money on a yacht, or some other shit, players needed money. Well, thankfully this update introduced another new feature.
Check this out.
Before this, players could own up to 6 standard properties that consist of different apartments and garages around the map. But this update added 2 more slots, so now players could own up to 8 of these properties. But how does this help people make money? Well, this is where the money glitch comes in.
It involves like selling and rebuying the same apartment, thus making you a bunch of money each time. It's very simple, it's very broken, it makes you a ton of cash.
So at this time, a lot of people were coming over to this location, which seems like a pretty random spot. It turns out these people were making millions and millions of dollars very quickly. But why were they here? Well, this is actually where the cheapest garage in the game is, and you can purchase it right here at this location. This is a key element to this money glitch, and one reason why so many people did it is because it was insanely easy to do. So how was it done? First, you needed to have an office to do this glitch. It was best to have the most expensive one, which is the Maze Bank Tower. If you had this office, you could bag yourself $2 million.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Now to actually pull this glitch off, it was simple. All you had to do was go over to this garage and buy it. You would now have the menu with a list of apartments and garages you own. You would need to go down to slot number 6 and put this garage in that slot. Once you'd done that, go to a new session, or go to creator and start a new session from there. Then the last step was to buy the cheapest garage available, and now put that in slot number 6. You would now be trading in the cheap garage you just bought earlier, but now you would see it's worth a lot more than you paid for it.
Holy shit!
And that's it. You could do it again if you wanted. And again. Just rinse and repeat until you're fucking balling. That's $2 million every time. And it could be done in less than a minute. Within an hour, you could make about $100 million. or maybe even more than that. It turned out the new GTA Online update introduced a solo money glitch so easy that someone could actually run into this by accident.
How'd you fucking do that?
If an innocent player just bought that garage and put it in slot number 6, they've already done the glitch without even realising, since they would now have a garage worth $2 million the next time they go into an online session. It was ridiculous how easy it was to make money with this, and once people found out about this glitch and how easy it was, they started spreading the word. Everyone was telling their friends, their girlfriends, and their girlfriends' boyfriends about this glitch, and suddenly a shitload of people were making their way over to this garage to buy it. They call it Popular Street for a reason. A lot of people were abusing this glitch and making hundreds of millions of dollars, but it didn't take long for Rockstar to find out. When having a look at this glitch, a Rockstar employee would have found out that it was actually something Rockstar fucked up with the latest GTA Online update. That's embarrassing. Basically what happened was when they added the 2 new slots for apartments and garages, it kinda broke slot 6. So if you went over to this garage, bought it, and put it in slot number 6, it would merge with the slot for your office, hence why the garage trades at a much higher price. Rockstar realised their mistake and patched the glitch. There were some workarounds, but Rockstar quickly patched them as well. But it was okay, a lot of people got to take advantage of this. They now had a stupid amount of money, but people were already thinking about and preparing for what could happen. While this glitch was happening, word was going around that Rockstar were not going to take this lightly, and they would want to do something about it. With overpowered glitches like this one, in the past, Rockstar has not only patched the glitch, but they've taken it further by wiping the glitched money from players' accounts. Some people didn't know this, but a lot of people did, so they were anticipating it and warning other players. Some of the people who knew this would happen were getting prepared for a money wipe. If Rockstar were to do a money wipe, they were likely to only take the money, but you would still get to keep the stuff you bought. So they were just buying all the stuff they wanted, and the rest of the money was being spent on expensive cars that they could sell for a shitload of money. So now they would have absolutely no worries. But Rockstar had other plans. For the players who did this glitch, what was about to happen was worse than they thought.
Take me to him! Take me to the son of a bitch!
Rockstar was not taking any shit. Suddenly people start getting emails from Rockstar. Oh fuck. This wasn't just a money wipe. This was a whole account reset. So it wasn't just their money that was taken away, it was everything. Their cars, their properties, their rank, even their fucking snacks. Literally everything gone, and they had to start all over again. The people this happened to, a lot of them, were not happy about it. People demanding their accounts back, but no luck.
I have no knowledge of any of this! This is so bizarre!
Bruffy1322, a well-known GTA YouTuber, he had his character since day 1 of GTA Online, all the way back in 2013. He spent years building up his account. He had garages filled with cars that took him ages to organise. This is a guy who didn't normally use money glitches, but he saw how easy and profitable this glitch was and decided to take advantage of it. But then his whole account and all his hard work was just erased from existence. Many other players were in a similar situation. Thousands of accounts gone in an instant.
You don't have to do this. Yeah, unfortunately I do.
After this, a lot of people left GTA Online and never returned. Many GTA characters lost their lives here on Popular Street, and there were very few survivors. This next glitch is easily one of the best money glitches I've ever seen. This one was insane. Millions of dollars in just 1 second. A money glitch that made hundreds of millions, billions, and even trillions of dollars in GTA Online. Can you believe this was actually real?
This was one of the most insane money glitches of all time.
It's summer 2019. Something new had been added to GTA Online. It was a new casino.
It's beautiful.
Everyone could come in and play, except the people who are in a country where gambling is illegal.
Fuck you.
At the Diamond Casino and Resort, you could trade your money for chips, play games such as blackjack, roulette, and some other games, and watch as Rockstar's latest update takes your money, giving you nothing in return. Or if you were lucky, you would come out with more than you had before. You could now trade your chips back for money, and spend your winnings on something nice.
Nice.
Now of course it was inevitable there would be exploits and glitches with the casino, even Rockstar would have seen that coming.
It is what it is.
But there was one money glitch no one was prepared for. An insane money glitch.
Apparently there was a frozen casino chip glitch. I didn't even know this sort of thing existed, but apparently players were using this to make $500 million or more.
There was an increase in players flexing their wealth in GTA Online. They had more money than the professional, with billions of dollars. Money they made very quickly.
Shut your ass up, dude.
But how did they do it? They made it all in the casino. They weren't doing a heist though. Instead of doing a heist to make $2 million that they would have to split with another player and Lester, they could just spend that time setting up a glitch and walk out of the casino with billions. What happened was your chips would be completely frozen, so what you could do was go to the cashier and trade your chips in for money. You would get the money, but you would still have all of your chips, so you could trade them in again, and you could just keep doing that again and again for as long as you wanted. The more chips you had, the more money you could make. If you had millions of chips, then you could trade them for millions of dollars every time, by pressing just one button. And it only took about 1 second to trade your chips, so this was potentially millions of dollars every second.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Now you couldn't just walk into the casino and do this just like that. No, there were some things you had to set up first to get this to work. So buckle in boys, here we go. In order to pull this off, you had to do a glitch known as an SP to MP glitch. SP to MP stands for single player to multiplayer, and the glitch essentially brings story mode into online.
Why did I move here?
The method to do this at the time required getting busted in story mode, and as you put your hands up, quickly pause the game, and then there were a bunch of steps including disconnecting and reconnecting your internet, and joining a friend. This was a pretty complex glitch, but if done correctly, the end result would be you spawning into an online session and turning into a story mode character. From this point, the hard stuff was out the way, and it was pretty much smooth sailing from there. But there was still one obstacle to overcome. See, there was a good chance that when you got into a session, you would have the story mode casino, and if you tried to go inside, your game would completely freeze, and this completely fucks everything up. To fix this, all you had to do was find a new session, switch to a story mode character, and then back out of the alert. Now the Diamond Casino should be here, you should now be a story mode character, and once you'd met these requirements, you could go inside. This is unbelievable. Millions of dollars every second, and all you had to do was press one button over and over. It was that simple. So now a ton of players were just sitting inside the casino, spamming the X button on their controller, or A if you were on Xbox, their fingers now having muscles that would impress their girlfriend, if they had one, watching as their money went up at a crazy speed. But for the people who wanted to do this glitch, there was some disappointing news. Rockstar very quickly came in and patched the SP to MP glitch, but the boys behind the scenes were cooking something up. A few days later, a workaround for the SP to MP glitch was found, but there was one problem. They had to figure out a new way to do the frozen chip glitch. What Rockstar did was they made it so if you were a story mode character in an online session, you would be kicked out of the session and back to story mode. But you had to be a story mode character to do the chip glitch. The theory on how the glitch actually worked was if the game fully recognised that you were a story mode character, it couldn't recognise that you had chips, since a story mode character can't have any chips. But at the same time, the game knows your online account has chips on it, so it will let you trade them in, but it can't do anything with the chips you've got, so they're just frozen. Was it possible to figure out a way to get around Rockstar's patch and make this glitch work again? Well, after a few months of silence and a few more extra steps, it returned. There was one new ingredient added to this glitch. Darts.
What?
Using the dartboard inside a motorcycle clubhouse, you could cause the game to not kick you out of the session, which meant you could now go back into the casino as a story mode character. And you know what that means.
Holy shit!
Now players were making their way back to the casino to make an insane amount of money in a short time, spamming one button on their controller to make millions in seconds. But then some players figured something out. Pressing one button over and over again? No, that's too much work. They decided to have a macro run in the background that would just do it for them. So now they didn't have to do anything. They could literally make a shitload of money in their sleep while this was running in the background. Some people made hundreds of millions with this glitch, others billions, and for some, even trillions. So much money was being made with this that Rockstar would want to come in and do something about it. And they did. But what they did was strange. With the amount of money that was being made from this glitch, of course Rockstar wouldn't like that. A lot of players who did this glitch were money wiped, meaning they lost all of the money they made from the glitch. But there was a problem with this. The glitch still worked, so if people wanted to, they could, you know. Some people played it safe and stayed away from it.
Oh, hell no!
But some people said fuck it and went back and did the glitch again. But shortly after that, Rockstar started dishing out the main course of their punishment. Full account resets.
Well, let's be nice. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there.
This also included a lot of the people who didn't even go back to do it a second time. They lost everything. But guess what? The glitch still wasn't patched. So now a fuckload of people who had nothing to lose at this point went back to the casino to do the glitch for a third time. They were reset again. Rockstar did eventually patch this glitch, but this glitch really changed GTA Online careers. Some players made a life-changing amount of money and got to keep it all, so they'll never need to worry about money again. Some weren't so lucky and lost all of the money, so it's like the glitch never happened. And then there are the others. This was the end of their GTA Online account. Now the next glitch is actually not a glitch. This was technically mods, but it made people a ton of money. Think about this, making millions of dollars just by picking money up off the ground. How good would that be? Just imagine, you're in a GTA Online session, you walk along the street and pick up $10,000. You keep walking for a second and then stumble on another stack of money. You pick that up and see that you just got another $10,000. And you could then just continue picking up stacks of $10,000 over and over again to make millions in minutes. This is a true story, and many players made a lot of money with it. It's November 2017. The latest update at the time was Smuggler's Run, and just like most GTA Online updates, this one was a money sucker. With this update, there was a new addition to Warstock, the Laser, a jet that has been in the game since day one, and many have stolen it from Fort Zancudo. They're charging $6.5 million for it.
What the fuck?
Smuggler's Run also introduced the hangar business. While a lot of players have made good money with this business, it's essentially just a reskinned special cargo warehouse, and a chunk of the community was getting tired of the same money grinding methods every update, so it was time for a brand new way to make money fast, and this was a good one. It all started with the phone. Players suddenly started getting invites to jobs and the name of the job didn't go into too much detail about what it actually was, so many people didn't bother with this at first. And even if it said it could make you millions, some people still wouldn't give a fuck, since getting invites to jobs claiming to make you money wasn't anything new. For years you could get job invites that would say make $10 million and a shitload of RP, but if you joined, it would simply be a shit parkour map. But this job here was a different story. It didn't really make any bold claims about how much money you could make, but oh my god did this job have a lot to brag about. You could make money incredibly fast. In GTA Online, you can create different types of jobs, races, death matches, last team standing, and more. Now how this job was designed was pretty simple. It was a capture job, a game mode that involves picking up the objective and taking it back to your capture point. You can also spawn NPCs into the job. Now the objective of the game mode, the capture points, they didn't matter. All that mattered were those NPCs. So how did this make money? Previously there had already been jobs that looked like this, where all you had to do was go into a capture and kill a bunch of NPCs. However, this was only useful for ranking up, since all you would get was RP. But these new jobs changed that. Now the NPCs would drop money, and a fucking shitload of it. The first one of these jobs was called Money PNG, or something like that, and I can imagine how the first person to be invited to play the job felt. Jesus Christ, are you pissing yourself? Anyway, yeah, the job was pretty fucking good. And once the job launched, the steps to get the money were very simple. Kill an NPC, 10k falls out their arse, and you pick it up. Maybe wash your hands after though.
Disgusting!
Then kill another one, they drop 10k, you pick up the 10k, and just keep doing this again and again. The NPCs would continue to respawn, so you could kill them over and over again to keep gaining money. You could basically make 10,000 every second, which would be 600,000 every minute. Not bad. And just like that, the 10k per kill job was born. Millionaires were being made in minutes as people would continually pick up stacks of $10,000 and make so much money that it would put fucking Jeff Bezos to shame. Plus, it didn't take long for these jobs to multiply, so there would be more of them. Now, even more of the community had access to these 10k per kill jobs, and they could make that sweet, sweet money. This became the hot topic around the streets of Los Santos, a new money glitch, where you don't actually need to do anything, just join into the job and make money. The creators of the job had already done the work for you. Some of the community even tried to figure out how to glitch out their own jobs and recreate them for themselves. The one thing you would need to figure out to do that is how to change the value of the money the NPCs would drop, but there's only one way to do that, and glitching it is not the answer. Yes, this money glitch was more than just a glitch. These jobs were actually created using mods. Wait, how's that possible? These jobs were on PS4 and Xbox One, the current gen consoles at the time, but also, at the time, modding on these consoles wasn't really possible. So how did these guys make these jobs? They achieved this on a modded PS3 or Xbox 360. Modding was accessible to a lot of people on these consoles, so they would create the job, spawn the NPCs, and then use mods to edit how much money they dropped after you killed them, boosting it to 10k. Now once the jobs had been created, how did they get them over to the newer consoles? Rockstar made that part easy. See, all jobs would be tied to your account, so if you went to the creator on PS4 or Xbox One using the same account, you would be able to see all of your jobs, even the ones you created on the old gen consoles, meaning you could now, technically, if you wanted to, play an old gen job on a current gen console. Once these jobs were out there, many players in the community were staring at their job list, hoping for an invite. But things would be a lot easier than that. Turns out, People didn't even need to have an invite to the jobs anymore, since the creators had published some jobs on Rockstar Social Club, which is a ballsy move, posting the jobs directly on Rockstar's own fucking platform. But this would mean it was more easily accessible, since all you need is a link to the job, which is of course a big plus for anyone who wanted to do this. However, it didn't take long for Rockstar to notice. Suddenly, the jobs started to disappear, as Rockstar was shooting them down. But a massive chunk of their players had already taken advantage and formed a massive middle finger to Rockstar made out of stacks of $10,000, and that middle finger was about to go straight up Rockstar's arse. What's that, Rockstar? You're taking our jobs? We'll just make some more. And they did exactly that. The 10k per kill jobs were back in action, and now it was raining money again. Thousands of players were jumping in, killing some NPCs and making millions in the process. And if Rockstar takes the job down, who gives a fuck? Within a few hours, we would already have a link to a new one, and the cycle of new 10k per kill jobs would continue. For every link that got taken down, a new one was created. So the money didn't stop rolling in. Rockstar then had to assign a team specifically to take down these jobs as soon as a new one was posted, and it got to a point where jobs were being taken down almost instantly after the link was posted. From here, there wasn't much point, so new jobs pretty much stopped, and the old ones were all gone. Rockstar had dealt with the jobs, and now no one else could abuse them. Well, not exactly. The creators had a trick up their sleeve. Yes, some people were still able to play these jobs. Lucky bastards. But how? Well, Rockstar only managed to take down the public jobs from Social Club. However, some of the creators had some jobs on their accounts that they hadn't published, and these jobs were fully playable if you had an invite from the creator. But this would be limited to only a few people at a time, which kinda sucks. But there was a way around this, and so began Operation Take Our Fucking Jobs Back.
They took our job!
This movement started with a creator of these jobs inviting someone to this job. Then they left the lobby, so now the other person was the host. They could then do this for a few more people, so now more people would have the job in their possession. From here, there would be a snowball effect where these people could host the job for others, giving access to more and more players. On top of that, on PS4, if someone had started up this job and played it, they would have a recent activity on their profile. This would allow anyone to go on their profile, go to the recent activity, start it up, and it would take them straight into the job. Nice. So the people with these jobs on their profile probably felt like a celebrity, as they would be spammed with friend requests, and a massive amount of players were continuing to rake in the cash. We're back in business, boys. But not for much longer. Things were seriously about to go downhill. Sadly, Rockstar was ready to put the final nail in the coffin for these jobs. They decided enough was enough, and ended the madness once and for all. But they didn't do this by getting rid of the private jobs like you would think. They were still out there, and could still be played, but anyone who decided to play them would notice a huge difference. The money. Where is it? Yeah, Rockstar added a patch that would change how the NPCs work in these jobs, so now if you killed one of them, the best they could do was drop a snack. If you're lucky. No matter how many of these NPCs you killed, not a single one of them would drop money. Rockstar just made these jobs completely useless. But that's alright. Plenty of people got to take advantage, and they made an absolute fuck ton of money. Yeah, about that. We're not finished with you fuckers yet. Shortly after Rockstar put out the patch, players who abused this were met with something devastating. All of the money. Huh. What money? Rockstar issued a money wipe, taking away every penny players made from this. And this was before most people knew about laundering the money by just buying stuff they could sell later. so this meant the money was gone for real. Some got lucky and got to keep the money, and some players were clinging on to the hope of new 10k per kill jobs, but they never arrived. At this point, it was over. November 2017 really was a crazy time. Many made millions and then very quickly lost it, but some got lucky and completely got away with it. This experience shocked the GTA Online community, and the 10k per kill jobs will go down in history. I've saved the best for last, and again, this one isn't really a glitch, but it's one of the most insane things I've ever seen in this game. This is probably one of the best money making methods in GTA Online history. In GTA Online over the years, there have been many different ways to get money fast, like heists for example, and also different types of money glitches, but this here is serious business. This could make you over $1 billion in seconds. This is actually real. Yeah, seriously, this really happened. In the early days of GTA Online, money grinding methods were pretty simple. Most of these methods involved playing missions, like Rooftop Rumble, which paid decent money back then, but now they're absolute dog shit. Since then, methods to make money fast have evolved. Now we have an array of heists, different businesses, and other activities we can take part in to make our GTA Online wallets fatter.
Oh my!
But no legitimate money making method, or even a money glitch, has ever been able to do this. This is unbelievable. And the craziest part is, this was actually one of the first money methods ever. It's 2013. Rockstar launches the highly anticipated GTA Online, but it's so broken that they had to quickly shut it down.
Oh, fuck off! I've seen this same cutscene like 500 times!
They then later came back and relaunched it. This time, it was successful. Rockstar could now celebrate, but not without some problems. How the fuck do these guys already have $1 billion? The game's only been out for a few months. That's just not possible. Turns out, it was possible. See, the GTA Online map has various different convenience stores around Los Santos and Blaine County, where you can go to purchase snacks, but you could also blast them in the face and steal all their fucking money, with the likes of Vanos Gaming challenging himself and his friends to rob every store in one single run. Now usually you can't take much from these stores, it's normally around a few $1,000s, but there was a time where you could steal over $1 billion from one of these stores. Did these shops sell a shitload of sprunk that week and their registers were bulging with cash? Yeah. No. There were also other players running around with a $1 billion bounty on their head. If you killed them, you would in fact get $1 billion. What the hell is going on there? And completing a simple race would also give you a much bigger amount of money than you would expect.
Holy Jesus!
So how was all of this done? Well, it was all thanks to DNS codes. What are DNS codes? They are codes that allow you to connect to a DNS server. What's a DNS server? It's a server you can reroute your internet connection through. What's an internet connection used for? Many different things, buddy. So how could these be used? Here I'm demonstrating this on PS3, but it was also possible on Xbox 360. So to demonstrate this, I'm going to use a car off the street. Now this isn't how people would have done this before. They would usually use a bounty or they would rob a shop or something like that. But the easiest way for me to show how this would work is to use a car off the street. So as you'll know, cars that you steal from the street in this game don't really sell for much money in Los Santos Customs. So I'm going to take this one here to Los Santos Customs and I'll just show you how much this thing actually sells for. it sells for $6,900. So not really a lot of money, but if we now quit out of GTA, and I'll show you what would happen once you applied the DNS codes. So once you had your DNS codes from whatever source you got them from, what you would do is go to your network settings, and then you would set up your internet connection. You would go to custom, then you would select wired or wireless depending on what you were using, if you're using a wired connection or Wi-Fi. Then you would just go through everything here until you get to DNS setting. Then you would select manual, and you would then put in the DNS codes at this stage here. And of course you'd have two codes. You would have the primary and the secondary DNS, so you'd have to put both of those codes in. Then once you've done all that, you would then go back to GTA 5. So now we're back in GTA Online, and I'm going to basically take the same kind of car into Los Santos Customs, and I will now try to sell this one. And now it sells for over $1 billion. So if I now sell this vehicle, there you go. You can see I now got $1 billion for that car. Now, like I said, people wouldn't use cars for this. When people were using this, they would rob stores, or they would collect bounties, or complete races and stuff like that. The car was just a really easy way for me to show you what would happen if you used these DNS codes. With one of these DNS servers equipped, players could rob stores for billions, or they could start up criminal records, set it to one lap, which would simply be a circle around the prison, and then once they finish, they get an ungodly amount of money. Or if you weren't even using DNS codes yourself, you could stumble on a player with a $2 billion bounty on them. DNS codes were very powerful, but you couldn't just connect to any DNS server. You had to connect to a specific DNS server that was created for this purpose. These were posted all over YouTube and other platforms, but where were these servers coming from, and how did they work the way they did? How these DNS servers worked was someone who probably already knew what they were doing with this kind of thing set up their own server, but this on its own does nothing. If you connected to it at this stage, it would change absolutely nothing in GTA Online. So what did they do to cause these big changes to happen? Well, I had to do some research to find that out, and this is what I've managed to gather. It seems like there's a file that controls how much money and RP you gain from completing certain tasks, and also based on the name of this file, it can control many different things. The file is called tunables.json. Now, if you don't know what tunables are in GTA Online, it's basically what's used for the regular weekly update these days, so it can control the money bonuses, vehicle discounts and more. Since it looks like this is the file Rockstar uses to put double money and triple money on different missions, jobs and other events in GTA Online, it makes sense that this would be the same file that was used for the DNS servers. So with this knowledge, how it looks like the DNS codes worked was they were designed to direct your connection through a modified version of the tunables.json file with crazy changes to the amounts of money and RP you could gain. Without the DNS server, when you're in GTA Online, your connection is connecting to the official Rockstar Cloud servers with the official tunables file, which is bouncing back to your console, and you'll get the regular amounts of money set by Rockstar's payout systems. But as soon as you add the DNS codes to your connection settings to then connect to the DNS server, when you go into GTA Online, you're still connecting to the official Rockstar servers, but you're also connecting to the DNS server on top of that, which has the modified tunables file, and this is now changing the values. As you would expect, Rockstar didn't like this, and had to deal with it fast. First of all, any accounts that were caught taking advantage of this, pack up your shit and get the fuck out. But please come back again though. They decided to reset these players' accounts, and since this was the early days of GTA Online, they probably didn't lose very much. Plus, we now know they would have plenty more opportunities to make good money in the near future. Rockstar also encrypted the tunables file, so it would be extremely difficult to edit it to make these changes, and they patched how the DNS codes worked by putting a cap on how much money you could make, preventing this from ever happening again. But this actually caused a problem in a future update. In 2019, Rockstar added new survival modes that featured endless rounds, which meant you could keep going for as long as you wanted, but this also meant you could go on to make a much bigger amount of money from one survival. The problem here is, this could result in players hitting the cap Rockstar had previously set for this game mode, and if that happened, you would find out you just spent hours grinding a survival mode to then get fuck all at the end. Fuck! This pissed a lot of people off, and Rockstar had to change it, so this was no longer a problem. Now with these fixes, it looked like Rockstar had stopped this madness once and for all, but unfortunately for them, they still had a huge steaming pile of money glitches to deal with over the years. Since the early days in 2013, we haven't seen anything like the DNS codes. The closest things to this that we've had are the frozen chip glitch and mods. But the DNS codes were so widespread that at least more than half of the GTA Online community at the time already had billions within the first few months of the game being out. It really was one of the fastest ways to get money in the history of GTA Online, and it would be insane if it ever happened again. So there you have it, some of the best iconic GTA 5 money glitches, and if you want to see another money glitch that was used by a lot of people to make some good money, that video is on your screen now.